What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another review by TrunkFreshGreen34. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Roadette Marker. Now, this is going to be a little different from the usual reviews that I've been doing for the last, 5 years? I've been doing reviews, I think. Um, I really want to try kind of a new format, something a little bit more streamlined, and where it doesn't feel like I'm actually just saying nothing. Because I feel like in a lot of my reviews, I'm not really saying a lot of things with substance, so we're going to be trying something a little bit different with this and future reviews, so hopefully it goes well. So yeah, Roadette Marker, the first brand new release of 2024 from Singles Case B, I believe, not in Case A, but she is in Case B. She is, of course, one of the circus clowns from the Showtime episode of Cars on the Road, and yeah, 2024 is kind of doing something different from last year. Now we have all of the on-the-road stuff on the Red Riders packaging. Last year, the on-the-road stuff had its own dedicated card backs, but now it's all consolidated to one packaging, which makes a lot of sense. Everything now looks and feels the same, gives the brand a bit of a stronger identity, so I don't hate it. It does have the new for 2024 snipe there, which I'm really happy about because Breaker Boggs last year did not have the new for 2023 snipe, and he was the only new car on the Red Riders packaging, and he didn't have it, which was a big fumble in my opinion. So glad that they're doing a pretty good job of that this year. I believe so far all of them that have been new outside of like On the Road Ramon have actually said new for 2024, which I'm really happy about. The artwork is really solid. I like the expression on that a lot, and I'll be talking about the expression on the diecast, which is why I am making a note of it on the artwork. Of course, as seen in Cars on the Road, and here are several other releases you can get as singles this year. Motto, Pitstoposaurus, and Mallory Carhut I've all reviewed. Actually, I've done the Road Trip McQueen variant as well. Adam Rodriguez I'll be reviewing soon, and Cryptobuster Mater I don't have. So yeah, I will be right back with Roadette opened up. Now, I want to start off by going over the kind of biggest detriment to this release, in my opinion, which is the expression. We saw on that artwork that she was very smiley and happy, kind of like a, stereotypical silly clown expression. But this is miserable. Literally, she literally looks miserable. I don't like it at all. It looks really just not clown-esque. I don't know. It's kind of a nice contrast, I guess, to the painted-on smile, but I'm just not a fan. I don't think it looks really that great, especially when next to the other clown character expressions like Claire Gunzer and Kelly Beambright. Honestly, not a fan at all. However, I am happy to report that the rest of the diecast looks really solid. There's nothing like too crazy with decals on here, so Thailand, it's not really a lot of room to mess up the decals in terms of blurriness. However, you can sort of see, I'm going to try and show it as best I can here, that there is some like fuzziness in like the purple there, which is a little noticeable if you're looking at it, but honestly, it's not super crazy. I don't think it's that bad. On the back here, she's got a license plate, which I'm looking at it now, and the license plate is upside down. I really hope that this is how all of Roadette markers look, and I didn't just open an error, because that would be actually tragic. Wow. I was not expecting that at all. She might be an error. That's really interesting. I'm gonna have to look into that, actually. That kind of scares me, I'm not gonna lie. Because I really did not just want to open an error. But yeah, like I said, in terms of decals, not a whole lot on here, so you can't really make them too fuzzy. The license plate looks clear. Like, that's probably one of the clearest license plates Thailand has ever done, and it's upside down, which is not super promising. I'm really hoping they all look like that. I'm gonna have to look. The taillight decals, or taillights, the backlight decals also look just slightly fuzzy, but honestly they look pretty clear from a distance, which is fine. The paint looks pretty good, not a whole lot of chips or anything like that. One other thing that's more of a nitpick, and I realize there's really no way they could possibly do this. As we saw in the artwork, these are supposed to be just like a solid orange color. However, the axles show through pretty prominently on Roadette here. Not super a big fan of that, but honestly, it doesn't really make that much of a difference to me. If I didn't see the artwork, I honestly would have thought that's just how she looked. I really don't think it's that bad. I love the color scheme on her as well. We got these like turquoise-ish colored circles on the red there, which really helps it like pop and contrast to the red. The red, purple, and yellow all look really good together. And yeah, really good use of the, I believe this is the Suki, like just the generic Tokyo tuner mold. So like Suki, Chisaki, and Harumi, which Thailand, of course, had at their disposal. So nice to see them using it here. Now I do also have the mini racer just on hand, so we can do a comparison. The expression on the mini racer is superior by far. But yeah. Now, okay, this actually makes me feel a little better. I'm looking at the mini racer, and her license plate is also upside down. Yay, that means I probably didn't open an error because they would not have actually just done that on... I wouldn't have gotten 2 errors is what I'm trying to say. So, that makes me feel much, much better. But that means if this is like actually how it was produced, mass produced, that is extremely questionable and just a really bad mark of quality control. Unless Pixar sent out like 360-degree renders of Roadette that had an upside-down license plate on him, which doesn't feel like a mistake they would make. I feel like they would notice that. I find it's much more likely that this was botched in the factory, and this is just how Roadette looks, which is really disappointing. So between that and the expression, it does kind of bring down the release for me just a bit, but everything else is honestly pretty spot on. Like I said, in terms of like decals and paint and stuff like that, it's not too fuzzy. I think Thailand did a solid job on this one. And yeah, overall, I would say this is a good release. It's not fantastic, and it's not awful. It's kind of like middle of the road solid. And I'm going to be trying to give sort of rankings, quote unquote, like that in each of my reviews going forward, so that way you have kind of a clear sense of where I stand on Roadette. So yeah, overall, really solid release, and even though I hate the circus episode of the show, I do kind of like collecting the clowns and putting them with my circus display, so I think that's really fun. Yeah, that is it for this review. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all soon for the next review. Bye now.